Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. We are, well, I'm not entirely sure what we're about to be doing. It's getting late into day 2. I have a couple of quests that we still haven't done. I think I should probably go and try and find the apartment door for Everett. We do also have to ask the scab leader about the tattoos, but I have a horrible feeling that may end badly. We could go and find a heraldic bird. The working class woman said that you're a bit of a cockatoo. What if it's true? Go read up on cockatoos in the bookstore. We'll discover something new about yourself as well. We could also read those books that I've been holding, but let's see if we can open this door for Everett. As much as I would like to avoid being swayed by this man. Is there a man? Oh no, it's Kuno S, of course it is. I thought it was somebody leaned up against the wall for a second. Oh no. Is it over here? Was it this place? Because it's not that, that's just the apartments.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head.
We carefully knock?
You knock silently. The upholstery muffles the sound. No response comes from the apartment.
I guess no one is in.
The lieutenant looks uncomfortable. Can we press our ear against the door?
The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp.
Lieutenant, what is your opinion of this task we're undertaking?
Let's be honest. This isn't what I joined the RCM for, but every day tells you something new about yourself.
The lieutenant replies, still inspecting the padded door.
Apparently, working with the local union boss to get info on an investigation is not something I'm squeamish about.
So you don't mind if I unlock the door?
If the MUGS tribunal happens before we solve this, we are looking at casualties. What's one unlocked door compared to that?
You know what, Kim? You raise a valid point.
On the other hand, we could just leave and tell Everett we opened the door. No one seems to be tailing us to see if we actually did it.
Lie to Everett? That's also an option?
Yes. Presenting a fabrication is known to get results here and there. You took this task. You make the call.
The door is right here. You can just open it and be done with this.
I'm curious what's on the other side of this door. So I'm going to open it.
Besides, if you never open it, you're never going to find out what's behind the door.
Apparently I'm Inland Empire. Wonderful.
I don't know. You're a pretty good liar. Are you as good an infiltrator as you are a liar?
I think I'm actually good at both of those things, but let's use Manya's key to unlock the door.
You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. Well, buddy, you opened it. No need to go inside. It would be rude.
Oh, but then how am I going to find out what's on the other side?
Only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold. Maybe there's treasure in there. A white alligator. A fountain of quicksilver.
Today we learned that I actually embody the Inland Empire. I think I've built my character completely wrong.
There might be important information in the apartment. I mean, there might.
I'm also logical. This is checking out.
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
It's my duty as a cop to investigate every square inch of this world.
Attaboy, the world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you to uncover them.
We've unlocked the thought. The Jamrock Shuffle. Pray tell is this? We do. I may unlock another one of these. The Jamrock Shuffle. By now it's clear that you like to look inside containers. You like to open doors and see what's behind them. Maybe secrets, maybe more juicy containers. Let's be honest. You like all containers. Trash cans, utensil trays, manholes, coat pockets, secret containers left behind by the Philippine kings that hold forbidden relics. Okay, you haven't come across one of those yet, but one day... Wait, is that why you're so hell-bent on opening containers? Do you think you'll find the Holy Scepter and the Orbe de Montage? Yes. Yes, I do. Excuse me. Ooh, I'm going to lose one of my esprit de corps for confusing behavior. Let's go. We still haven't unlocked the 15th Endo Tribe. We're getting there slowly. I mean, at least Ace's High is going to cancel out Jamrock Shuffle. We're going in. Housekeeping? Ooh. We found some magnesium. The briefcase. A small suitcase full of clothes. Guests are staying over. A book titled The Hidden World of Walking Sticks lies open. You can almost feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag.
This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty.
What's with the sun?
This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle.
What's the sevenfold sun miracle?
It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag. It is but one of the many strange optic atmospheric phenomenon of this wondrous archipelago. You're sure you once saw sundogs in your youth, and blue flares.
Lieutenant, the old flag of suzerain.
Mm-hmm. The tenant is an old-fashioned guy.
By old-fashioned, he means very right-wing.
I'm not going to bow to the flag.
The flag doesn't seem to mind. It's just a colourful fabric with a sun sewn onto it. Like all feudal flags, it looks like a children's drawing.
Interesting. Anything in these drawers? Hello? An intersolary dress shirt, +1 logic. Whoever lives here admires fair-haired fantasy heroes with big muscles.
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others.
Tap on the mugs?
A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. The images betray a lack of interest in human beings. They are merely unflattering caricatures.
Oh, it's a colonial mug collection. Oh, it's that kind of thing, huh? What do I mean? Uncomfortable.
The owner of these mugs doesn't like people of other ethnicities very much.
So he's a typical asshole. So what? They can think what they want. This is a free world. Good to know, but I have no opinion on this. I'm just going to go with typical asshole.
This person is unhappy. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Oh, I can whip out my yellow man mug to compare.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash.
Yes.
And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say.
An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road.
So what you're saying is breaking into this man's apartment was actually part of the main investigation and was thus worthwhile and in no way breaking the law.
Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
Yes. Do you really think it's the same person who put the dead man's clothes in the trash?
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from these clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter, but still, a nice coincidence.
You could ask Everard who this person is once you're done here.
Could be worth it. We do need to go tell Everard we've done this in the first place. Let's move on from the mugs. That may be the next place we go, and I'm going to have to go there before it gets too late. So let's run back to Everett. I have a feeling that once the bridge opens, we're going to be able to do a lot more of our quests. And we're still kind of in the starting mode of this game, where we're trapped to this one part of the map. I think as soon as The bridge opens and we can go follow the... like the car that's jumped over the canal. Once we actually get over there, I think it's going to open up a few things. I still don't know what to do about the commercial area. I feel like there's some check I haven't done that might open it up. Wait, where was Everett? Oh, he was this way, wasn't he? Yeah, of course. He's behind the protest line. Oh yeah, says the racist lorry driver. Don't like you very much. Oh god, where was the door? There. Hopefully he hasn't gone home. Nothing new in here, is there? Can I try this check again?
The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you as you pick up the handset.
I mean, I seem to have quite a... I heard my name.
It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory. Right now, your finger is just drawing vaguely occult patterns in the air. Sure, why not?
I'll try that later. 72% and we failed. That's just upsetting. Oh well, still 30% chance to lose, I suppose. Can I pick up these bottles and put them in my bag? Let's go. That's like 30 cents right there. Oh boy, how do I get down again? This way. The harbour is just a maze for me. Can we ask Leo something? I feel like at one point I wanted to ask Leo a question. I'm going to see if we can talk to Leo about something. If he's still here. Over here. Over here? Oh my god. This way? Yes, there we go. Leo, you still here? You are. Do I have any new questions for you?
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
I had some questions for you, if that's not too much trouble.
No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. It's like that old saying goes, wisdom withers if not shared. And old Leo is always up for sharing.
Okay, never mind, there's nothing new here. Let's go talk to Everett. Hello, sir. I have opened that door for you.
Mr. Dubois, every worker...
For himself. No. Every man for himself. So what one should we have? A member of the board, that's the new one. Is a living god. Is an organ in a great state organism for war. Also, looks just like me, or for himself. Let's go with for himself, because it's the funnier response.
And for his fellow man. That's right, Mr. Dubois.
Oh.
You're turning out to be quite the individualist there. So, you had business with me.
I'm told the union is involved in the local drug trade. Just finished investigating the local drug trade. I opened the door, you asked me. Can we discuss the murder now? Let's go with this one. I did it, Everett? I turned it off? What? What did I turn off? Well, let's start with why we're actually here, and then we'll chase some of these routes afterwards. I opened the door.
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
Of course I did.
He's trying to figure out if you're lying. There is no way to sway this man in any direction. He is unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth.
I may have gone inside and seen a collection of racist mugs.
Just as I thought. Culturally antiquated mug collection. What a weasel. Pissing on Everart's Rainbow Coalition.
Oh my god.
He was testing you, and you succeeded.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
The mug collection I mentioned was in the apartment. I found a similar mug in the trash with the hanged man's clothes.
Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me. I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best. Helping people. With the power of politics.
I think I actually hate this man. The more I talk to him, the more I hate him.
Yes, yes. Do you think this weasel is somehow connected to the murder?
Oh, no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you.
Oddly, it seems to be true.
But this weasel might have cleaned up after the killers.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't imagine him being connected to a high-caliber case like this, but he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
You imitate bashing something with an imaginary baton. Great technique, you'd make a great sergeant. There's more to police work than whacking an imaginary baton.
Of course, Harry. I'm not a real police officer. You are.
I hate him.
That's all he's going to say on this subject.
Okay, well I've heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike. I'd like to hear what you know about it.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
I'm listening.
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire? I'm talking beasts, hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry. Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Hold on, you have a village elephant?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical and so is the village, but the mercs and their brutality are very real.
Go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
Wait, they move the container?
Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it.
Why do I feel like I could cause absolute carnage with this information?
Enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types.
This matches what we learned from the Wild Pines rep.
One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
Oh.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers.
You didn't answer Kim's question.
We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Wait, the whole neighborhood is in on it? Or who exactly did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly.
That sounds a bit like organized crime.
That does sound a bit like organized crime.
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
I don't think the RCM hang people in trees. It's just a feeling I've got.
Again, that sounds like organized crime.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land."
This seems far too clean cut.
He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martin A's boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
Despite his boastful tone, he's having doubts about something. But what?
Can we push him?
Maybe he doesn't believe the boys really had it in them. They're his boys, after all.
I think you're sharing information with the police because you don't think they actually did it.
That's very clever, Harry. Yes, they might have said it just to impress some girls or something. But Titus has a bad temper, so the chances are 50-50.
Well, let's remember this name, Titus.
He thinks it's closer to 60-40. 60, they didn't do it.
How do you know the mercenaries were hired by the shipping company?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
The name of the company is Crenel this time. It might have been Sediment before.
Of course. You're always one step ahead of me, Harry. I'm no genius. I'm in this position because people like me.
They do? Oh boy. The remaining mercenaries are organizing a tribunal to take on the Hardys.
Tribunal? That sounds serious, Harry. We Union men should be shitting ourselves. I wish you hadn't told me that. I'm gonna lose sleep over this. Let's change the subject.
What a terrible shame.
He's clearly happy about the tribunal.
You don't seem too worried about it.
Oh, Harry, what do I really think about the tribunal? You're trying to climb to second base with old Everard before you've even courted him properly.
So he wants the war then?
He wants you to do more things for him before.
Of course. You mentioned a lawyer girl.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
Tell me about Titus Hardy and his crew.
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind. Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
I mean, I don't like to get in fights. Where can I find them? They're going to be in the whirling, right?
You know what, Harry? I got a feeling they're going to show up in full force tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
The lieutenant marks something in his notebook.
In the future, I could use your backing. Can I ask the Hardy Boys to cooperate?
But of course! It's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
That might come in handy, I don't know.
When you meet this Titus, tell him about this. See what he has to say.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
Wait, why are you giving it to me?
I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
Sure, why not?
The lieutenant watches you pocket the banknote. He looks a little puzzled.
I can afford those sneakers now.
Good boy. A real team player. Now, do you have any more questions?
Good talk, let's conclude for now.
Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike.
He's going to ask me to do something else, isn't he?
I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet.
Yet?
Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
A man of the left, so you have to be a social democrat. He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
I'm not a man of the left. I'm a patriot of whatever shall. You're right not to trust me. I take care of me. I'm a hustler. I grind. I'm a money engineer. What's that supposed to mean? I'm more left than you are. This is another corrupt scheme, isn't it? I'm neither left nor right. I do what my heart tells me to do. Yes, this one.
What does your heart tell you about your lost gun, Harry? Does it tell you to forget about it? Or do you think it wants to be found? I think it's lonely and cold. I think it wants to be found, and I have a proposal for you.
What's the proposal?
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
Kim, what do you think of this?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
He studies Everett.
But he thinks it's your call.
I like Kim. Kim's a good man.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm going to hand you the keys to Martinez, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
He's saying as little as possible, as vaguely as he can, deliberately omitting things.
So what are the signatures for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates.
It does sound rather magical. I'm assuming you're going to knock down people's houses or something? There's going to be some negative to this.
There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
Oh great, I'm going to be forcing people to sign their houses away. Okay, where is this place exactly?
On the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills, Harry.
We can't get there yet, I don't think. What will happen to the current occupants?
They are just going to have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
Is he absolutely sure the tenants won't be thrown out in the street?
Are you 100% sure no one's going to end up homeless?
Am I? Harry, these people, Martinez is the most important thing in my life. I would never let anything bad happen to them. We're going to build a youth centre there. The value of their properties goes up and kids have a place to play in. I'm looking out for these people, not pulling the rug from under them, Harry. I'm looking out for all of Martinez, not just the harbour.
He means it.
Okay, fine. If I happen to be there, I'll ask them.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here.
He hands you an open, white envelope.
You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I hear there is some trouble with the waterlock, but they should fix it by Wednesday morning.
Oh, that's tomorrow. Okay, wonderful.
Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then we can talk about your gun.
He runs his fingers through his thin hair. Shall we quiz him on the local drug trade and see what he says? I'm told the Union is involved in the local drug trade.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any Johnny Fat Guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
The reaction appears to be sincere, but it's impossible to tell with this guy, honestly.
No comment.
Harry, you wound me, Harry, in the heart. But I trust you to put this to bed. Do what you must, and let's change the subject, shall we?
Okay.
He's hiding his real reaction beneath courtesy.
Man's apparently a very good liar. I can't get a read on him.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
Of course you are.
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
I've just finished investigating the local drug trade.
Ah, yes. Your side investigation. Thank you. You've got some spirit clearing up phony drug accusations alongside this murder. I'll talk to the mayor and see if I can get you the key to the city, Harry. Now let's talk real business.
Can I actually have that key?
Actually, Rivershell doesn't have a mayor.
Ah, yes.
He refuses to discuss it further. It's probably just a small nuisance to him. Not even a speck of anger in his voice. That's that then.
I did it, Everett. I turned it off. I don't know what this is about, but I'm sure it's fun.
What?
The shady brew. You told me to make it even shadier. I didn't. It had alcohol in it. Now, there's no alcohol.
Did I? Well done then, Harry. I like not knowing about it, and I'm sure you made the right call. I spend the whole day delegating tasks, and it's a great relief to see people taking initiative. I don't even want to know what all of that means. Brew, shady, alcohol, turned off. I'm going to let the world surprise me.
I met Joyce, the company representative.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Just pals?
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I'm helping you find your lost gun. I'm not a jealous guy.
Just had to drop in the fact that I can help you find your gun.
Whoa, that's so nice of him. Suspiciously nice.
Are you sure? I find it a little odd. I told Joyce that I met you. What happened to the previous negotiator, Mr. Galmont? Let's ask about that.
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
He made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
You called him a midget.
Harry, I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
Okay, are you sure? I find this a little odd.
I'm just a nice guy, Harry. I wouldn't be where I am now if I wasn't nice. Politics is all about emotions, and I want you to have positive emotions when you think of me.
Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Oh god, you cannot be serious.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Funny. Joyce didn't mention any casserole.
Harry, Harry, Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew, or a hairdryer, or an iron. The point is, her heart wasn't in it. Mine was.
Oh, of course.
That much is true. His heart truly is in it, though you wouldn't think so by looking at him. If it's spilled blood you're looking for, then there certainly isn't any in his expression or demeanor now.
I told Joyce that I met you.
It's perfectly okay. Even if you've told her everything we've talked about, it's absolutely fine.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind next time I talk to her.
He seems happy about the prospect of you telling Joyce about your conversations.
It sounds like you want me to tell her about our conversations.
No, no, Harry. I'm perfectly neutral and 100% for transparency. I know people say a lot of bad things about the Debardairs Union, but we are actually squeaky clean.
Squeaks his chair, god damn it.
Yes, he really doesn't seem to mind.
The lieutenant seems incredulous.
Sure, he thinks. It's about transparency.
Everett, Joyce seems to think the Union is lowballing her.
Yes, yes. Low balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But everything's a casino for those rich types.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
Why haven't you let her in to see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
That's fair, I suppose. Okay, let's talk about something else.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization.
I can't really talk about anything that I'm talking about because everything I'm doing for Everett is basically corrupt and not good, and that's why he's fine with me talking about it, I imagine.
I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
Let me go over a few details concerning the murder again. I don't think I need to click this, but I'm going to click it just to see if there's anything different.
Most certainly, Harry. Nothing brightens my day like brainstorming these things with you.
Okay, nothing new here. Let's change the subject.
By all means, Harry. What's on your mind?
And I'm going to leave now, but we might talk again later.
See you soon, Debardeur. Just kidding. But not too much.
Okay. I'd say that went remarkably well. We have this white envelope. Can I interact with this? A white envelope with a stamp attached to the upper right corner. Handed to you by Everett Clare. Inside are some legal documents with 2 names printed on them. Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. Both signatures are required.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Let's look at the zoning plan.
The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall.
But geez, it's huge then, huh?
It's going to be awfully close to the already existing buildings, almost wall to wall, practically integrating them into the youth center.
Do you not just make it smaller?
This is either an ominous or cool architectural choice. Hard to say. My money is on cool. Looks like a cubic pyrite.
God damn it, I lost chance because of cool cubic pyrite. What do you think of this, Kim?
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not the perfect solution, but...
He shrugs.
How else are you going to build something? It's always inconvenient to build things, and citizens inevitably have disagreements over such construction projects. But there's no other way.
Let me see if I can boost my logic. For a second here. Because we picked up the shirt boosted logic? It does. Do I have anything that's negativing? Negativing. That's not a word. Do I have anything that's making a negative to my logic? Visual calculus, drama. These glasses do look rather fabulous. But no, I think the yes. Oh no, they don't give me logic. Yeah, none of these ones give me logic. Okay. Logic from the glasses, logic from the shirt. Drama. I think that's it. I think everything else is composure, but... or conceptualization. Okay, this is the best we're going to get, apparently. Let's find... Whoops, wrong button. My bad. Let's find a loophole, hopefully.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Medium. Let's try to find a loophole in the deal.
There is no loophole. The simple truth is the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door.
What are the ramifications of this?
Once the construction starts, it will probably take a few months, a year maybe, for even the most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this. After that, they'll sell their property for cheap and move out.
Look, Kim. Point to the photocopy. These people are going to have to move away. Can we do something about it?
I should have seen it.
The lieutenant frowns as he reads over the documents again.
Everard probably has eyes on us, but we could try to get other people to sign this instead of those listed. Or you could forge their signatures yourself.
Ooh.
By the time he finds out, we'll already be gone.
Please tell me I have the checks to forge those signatures.
However, we'll need access to the coast before we do anything. Everard won't believe you got villager signatures if you can't even get to the village. You can try a forgery as soon as we can cross the waterlock.
Okay, that's my current plan. I'm going to try and do this whilst we're using Everett. We're not working for him, we're using him. Put the documents back in the envelope. Apparently, I unlocked the thing. Is that going to automatically happen? It probably is.
The Jamrock Shuffle. In a way, yes, you are treasure hunting. Most officers from Precinct 41 do what is called the Jamrock Shuffle, cracking open containers. Most of them are from Jamrock or Coal City, the poorest parts of Revachol, that also overlap with the network of royal catacombs called Le Royaume, just beneath the streets. As children, you would all go underground, hoping to find treasure, and come back with a rat's tail or a used needle. That playful curiosity must still be in you. Who knows, maybe one day the Orbe de Montagne, the Holy Scepter, and the Cocaine Skull will all be yours.
Sounds brilliant. What bonuses do we get? Find better loot in locked containers. That doesn't actually seem that useful. Okay, well, it's not the worst thing to have. But I think I will have to end this episode here, having talked to Everett for most of it. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. And as always, I'll see you next time.